We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Cactus Wrestling is now available on Spotify and Amazon. And don't forget to check us out on Etsy for all of your Cactus Wrestling apparel needs. I'm going to say something pretty wild here. Wrestling needs more villains. But it's
Oh yeah.
great. It's great for the sport because it creates talking and headlines, and everyone loves to hate someone, and everyone thinks on this channel that we hate Penn State. Um, I guess that's the narrative that you've decided for us. I don't actively hate to seek out Penn State, but there's definitely some Penn State wrestlers that I don't like.
Yeah, there's
And
some
they've given me
wrestlers
a
that
reason not to like them.
yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I am very much enjoying this Twitter beef with Carter Strachey and AJ
Oh,
Ferrari. Now, we did a video a while back saying like, could we possibly see this happening? And at the
it's a
time,
wild
we
ride.
didn't even know AJ Ferrari was coming back. So
Oh
like,
yeah.
it was just like a shot in the dark, like, oh, that would be fun. But now
Mm.
it's actually like very possible. Or so we thought, because like after NCAAs, Carter announced he was coming back for a fifth year, and he said in an interview, he said, "Yeah, Coach Kale said maybe going 197," and so everyone thought he was going to go up to 197, and that made sense. Why not? It's fifth year, he's got nothing to lose. There's really
Well, he's
not
got
that there's
everything to
no
lose.
top talent returning at that weight, but like, um, I mean, it's not as deep of a weight class at 197. Then it kind of came out that AJ Ferrari's coming back. He's at CSU Bakersfield. And then AJ starts some beef with Carter. And I love it because
Yeah, it's
it's
great.
hilarious.
It's such a roller coaster ride too. Like, holy crow.
Yeah. Say what you want about both of these guys, but I mean, let me start by this. The trash talk right here between these two is very cringy, in my opinion, at
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I personally think that Ferrari's trash talk is better and Carter's is very cringy. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, considering like AJ's history and like, criminal nonsense that occurred, um, you'd expect AJ to be the one that would be more cringy or more outlandish, and like it's almost like he's more subdued in this, especially with Carter's really out there reply to that first being called out.
Oh, I mean, I'm not surprised based on what Carter said about like putting Rocco Welsh in the grave or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And then calling like ending Jordan Burroughs' career and then going up a
Well,
weight
yeah,
class,
was it pissing on his grave, right?
pissing on his grave. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And then bumping away from Jordan Burroughs. Carter has not backed up any of his trash talk, really. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he beat Rocco Welsh. Um, but like,
Well, yeah, then
yeah,
didn't he also have trash talk with Gabe Arnold, but they never wrestled.
well,
He always
yeah, but Gabe Arnold kind of started that one.
Well, no, I know, but but those two never wrestled. And then Danelle Washington, he always had a beef with because Danelle beat him the like his freshman
Yeah,
year, but then he
yeah.
beat him later on. So like, but yeah, no, I mean,
Well, anyway, back to the matter at hand. AJ Ferrari, he's known for his emoji use. So he posts on Twitter September 4th, Mr. Fashwitch preparing to come back to take back his throne, 197 pounds. A lot of talk about Carter Strachey bumping up. Safe recommendation for Carter is to stay down, don't come up to 197. And it's a video of AJ training. And AJ looks absolutely massive. Like
yeah,
he's going to be a gigantic 97 pounder.
yeah,
So then Carter Strachey replies in a now deleted post. So
Yep.
in the trash talking game, in the trash talk universe, you know, this is why I say cringe because why delete it if it wasn't like something that you should have said in the first place? And this is a family friendly channel, but like I said, Carter took it to a very weird spot. He inserted a graphic that's very just weird. Um, and just like I don't know, man. I don't know. Carter just he's just kind of weird, I think. But
I
so
mean,
his
yeah, adding that graphic to that image is just that it was not an expected thing to occur. Like
yeah.
that's kind of classless, but
So he basically says been focusing on training, recovery, business, but here we go, another has been NCAA champ that needs added to my collection. Um I'm trying to think another has been NCAA champion. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head is Mekhi Lewis. Oh, Shane Griffith.
he beat both of them. But I mean,
Who else was the NCAA champion that he's beat?
that he's beat. No, I don't think he has anyone else. Those are the only two
And
NCAA
those
champs.
guys won it at a lower weight class.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird. He called them has-beens while they were like they were both like active wrestlers. Like,
Yeah, and AJ still has three years left.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, he's
yeah.
saying um notify city districts so the youth can stay a safe distance away, bringing the legal stuff into it. Um, I know you're broke, desperate, lawyers are expensive. Winner takes the entire purse. We each put up 300K. Winner
You
takes
know,
all.
before Carter posted this, I Askren had a clip in response to AJ's like calling him out, and he's like, "I love this. I hope this happens. You two should really try to make a lot of money off this. Have this happen." Like, which is like, yeah, totally do that. Like, that'd be great. Like, go for it, guys. Like,
Well, that's how
make a
you grow the
spectacle
sport.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because people
exactly.
would pay to watch this.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's kind of funny because yeah, he's saying on top of that, we each put up 300,000. Winner takes all. Loser goes back to social media, whatever. And then Nelson Brands' comment was hilarious. He says, I would stay away from the gambling piece.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great to chime in that
But then Carter takes it to a weird spot. Like
again. Yeah.
you have to tattoo Starachi as my natty daddy in bold font. Sorry, girls, please forgive me. I have changed 190 pounds. You started,
Oh,
I'll finish it. And so,
I mean, just the tattoo suggestion of Starachi is my natty daddy on your chest. Holy, what?
it's just so cringy.
What?
It,
Who
it's
does
just a,
that? Who
it
says that?
it's just such an unserious response back. Like if you're gonna get into the trash talk, like that's so unserious. Like so to AJ's reply, he's basically like, I haven't been 190 since high school.
Oh
Um
yeah.
and he's saying and this was earlier today, and he's saying cl what a classless clown, and then he starts mocking him.
Yeah.
Um and then as expected, Carter had a mental breakdown and went on Instagram showing how much of a clown he is and finally admitted he's afraid. I don't know if he finally admitted he's afraid, but
Well,
he
I
did
think
delete
he's
the
taking it
post.
as if he was afraid by like saying, "Let's do it at 190, not 197."
The funny thing, because you were saying like AJ Ferrari was handling this with more class,
Yeah.
when this thing first came to fruition with Chael Sonnen calling them up on that Flow interview,
Hmm.
um, AJ was like talking about how much respect he had for Carter.
Oh
And then
yeah,
out
that's
of the
right. Yeah,
blue,
that's
he just
right.
like calls him out because like we were like, wow, yeah, AJ turning the corner, turning a new leaf. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean,
put
maybe
some respect.
he's he's practicing his acting skills, and like this is all coordinated between the two of them. Like I think Mike was suggesting or implying that that could be the case. Like, has anyone thought of that, that this could be just these two just trying to get a payday out of it?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it getting the payday, but I
But like,
I don't think these guys like each other at all.
yeah, no, that's
I don't
probably
think
it.
they're working together here. I think they're just like kind of
Right,
rolling with it. They're like, oh yeah, we probably could get paid, and the only way that we would do this is if we did get paid.
right,
But
right.
but I mean, ultimately, is this beef good for wrestling? Um, I mean, it's definitely kind of cringy, especially when you're considering these are like I put college age kids
Hmm.
because they're both like 24 years old.
Yeah,
So like if there was like if this was claw wrestling, if they were in claw wrestling, like a professional league, um, we wouldn't bat an eye about it because like players in the NFL, they're trash NBA, they're
yeah, that's
trash
true.
talking each
Yeah,
other
and
all the
everyone
time.
would pick
But
sides
since
and
this is tied to universities, like someone must have told Carter, like, you gotta take that down. Like,
yeah.
what imagine
Well,
Kale's response, just like,
well,
what are you doing to me? Like,
well, speaking of Kale, Mike sent us that t tweet from Coach Schwab's wife,
oh yeah, yeah, Allison
which
Schwab.
which was, I feel like PSU is missing out on an incredible fundraising opportunity. Pay to hear Kale read Carter's tweet out loud. You know you'd subscribe. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
could
like
you just the thought of Kale reading that tweet? Oh my God.
now
That would be so
I don't know
funny.
Kale personally, but I've seen
Have
many.
you seen his interviews?
No,
Like
I
he's
was just
not
about to say
soft
I've seen
spoken, but
his,
like I don't see him having it him saying what Carter
but
tweeted.
I
Like,
feel like he's had a lot of guys come through the pipeline with kind of some, I don't know if
egos.
behavioral issues is the right term.
I
I
mean,
think like
yeah, he's had some
Carter, I
huge
think
egos.
I think Mark Hall,
Yeah,
I
Mark Hall for
think
sure.
Braden Davis.
Yeah, Brandon Davis.
Um
Yeah.
and
I mean, but
like everyone, well yeah, Bo Nickel
yeah,
was not
kinda. He
as,
was no, not like those other guys, but like
no. And for as much like class that everyone calls Penn State, I feel like I don't know. These guys just set a very bad, poor example.
well, for example,
But they get away from it because
could
they
you
get away with
imagine
it.
if let's see, who right now on right now, not Spencer Lee because he's gone. Who right now on Iowa is like maybe the face of Iowa right now? Who would you say?
It's hard to say Caliendo because he transferred in.
Yeah, no,
Like
I wouldn't
he's
say Caliendo.
like Mr. Iowa.
Like Ben Keeter,
I don't know. I mean,
Drake
everyone's.
Ayala. Could you
Yeah, I'd
imagine?
say Ayala. I'd
Could you
say
imagine
Ayala.
Drake Ayala tweeting what Carter did? Like how different of a response that would get,
Right.
like from a guy from Iowa compared to from Penn State.
Yeah.
Like I feel like almost any other school has someone tweet what Carter did. Like I feel like everyone's brain would short circuit.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the point. Like when it comes to college wrestling, these are young kids for the most part between ages 18 and 23.
Mm,
Um, not to say like, I mean, most of them are probably still immature, but you don't really see these stories get out where they're like trash talking their opponents. Everyone's for the most part, like, yeah, incredible wrestler. Like you talk about David Carr and Keegan O'Toole, they have so much respect for one another. It's not like,
yeah.
yeah, he's trash. Like they have so
Yeah,
much
I mean, yeah,
respect for each other.
when O'Toole lost the national title this past year to Carr, he said that like I guess I might have a gas tank issue. That's something I'm going to need to figure out. Like he took the responsibility of the loss, which is of such a different like AJ and Carter, if they actually do wrestle, I feel like whichever one of them loses is going to still be talking trash even after losing and like blaming weird, stupid circumstances or the ref or something.
It's because they don't have God in their lives.
Yeah, that's the
or
thing.
as prominently as everyone else.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, let us know your comments down below. What do you guys think of this trash talk? I mean, it's not over. There's just no way this is over.
Yeah, there's
The
no way
season
that
haven't even
Carter is going to
started.
go
Yeah.
quietly. And even if Carter does go quietly into the night right now and like doesn't say anything else, give it time. AJ will probably be like, "See, I shut him up" or something, which will then get him to respond to that or something. Like he'll try to goad him into a response. Like
I
this
would
is not over.
I would love to see both of them win national titles, one at 84, one at 97, and then they're number one and two for Hodge Trophy. And then you can really like put up or shut up type of thing. Like who really was the
Oh,
best wrestler? The problem is I don't think Ferrari's ever going to be a candidate for Hodge because he's not a bonus point kind of guy. And
mm,
Carter, if he is at 84, you'll have Kekheisen there. I mean, even still, like I know he was hurt last year. He wrestled on one leg, but historically speaking, Carter's never really been
yeah, he's
a
not huge bonus.
prolific bonus point guy.
Right.
84 is a tough weight class. It's not what
Yeah.
74 was last year. And I know, yeah, there's two former national champions. Okay. Besides that, who was there?
Yeah.
84 is pretty deep. So, it's definitely going to be a bigger obstacle in terms of a Hodge. And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's just getting way ahead, but
I mean, but although arguably, if he's able to beat Kekaisen was like a pretty close to being a Hodge contender. Like if you look at like
oh, he majored everyone in the NCAA tournament.
like yeah, I know, like he was kind of one of the top contenders for the Hodge.
I think
You
we
know,
both said that he deserved it over Brooks.
yeah, yeah. I mean, on paper, if he was from Penn State, he probably would have gotten it. Or if he was a four-time, if he was winning his fourth title, also,
Yeah, I
like
mean, they say it's not like a lifetime award, but like that, I don't know. I feel like that has to have
yeah,
some
it really
favor.
shouldn't hold any weight. Like,
Brooks
who
had less than
cares?
20 matches.
Yeah, like who cares if this is your fourth title if if you were not more dominant throughout the like, yeah, but whatever. No need to
Not
rehash
to
that.
say that, yeah, Brooks didn't deserve it because, I mean, I think most of the year, I think it was, I against Iowa that he didn't, he lost his bonus streak.
Mm.
Yeah, Glazier.
Yeah,
I think that was the
Glazier
one.
was the
And he
one
was
that he
sick.
did.
He
Yeah.
wrestled when he was sick. So
Yeah.
that's not this video. I think ultimately, um, it's so weird to be like, yeah, promote trash talk, but like it's stuff like this,
You
these
need a foil.
rivalries. Yeah,
Yeah.
these rivalries
Like
make the
Zahid and
sport
Mark Hall.
yeah, but that
O'Toole
wasn't
and Carr,
even
but those two,
like
yeah, that is
that
true.
wasn't even like
Like
because they were
DeSanto and Michik.
what
DeSanto and RBY.
and breaking his arm, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we're
DeSanto and the
like
reporter,
DeSantis on the reporter. That's a good one.
which
Yeah.
got him off the
Yeah.
podium.
I mean, like think of your favorite sport right now, aside from wrestling. I'm talking to the fans out there. Like NFL. Okay, NFL season. I guarantee you there's a team you can't stand, and you love to see them lose as much as you like to see your team win.
Yeah.
That's what this trash talk, like it
Yeah.
would be insane to see someone beat either of these guys because they are so ego-headed.
Yeah, I
Like you
hope both
have
of
to root
them
against
lose.
them at some point.
Yeah,
Like
I hope both of them lose to someone.
yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
So the saga continues. And oh, before we wrap up, I did a poll on the Cactus Wrestling YouTube channel, and I said, which side are you picking in this huge beef sandwich? And right now, as of this filming, there's 69 votes, and 75% are on Carter's side and 25% on Ferrari's side. Comments
Now,
say, I'm farthest thing from a Carter fan, but AJ is such a tool, it makes it so easy to cheer for Carter. Starachi is my natty daddy. Wow. And then another one, your 2025 NCAA champion 197 AJ Ferrari, and then we really got all spectrums. Neither. Both sides can move along anytime now.
Okay. Now, you think most of these people that were voting are like saying who they think would win, or that like they're just on their side, like regardless?
Uh, I mean, I'm not surprised. I feel like a large fan base of this channel is Penn State fans, and
Yeah,
just
sure.
Penn State has a cult following in wrestling right now because they're a dynasty, and
Yeah.
Ferrari has a tainted image of past. If this was AJ Ferrari 3 years ago, fresh off an NCAA championship,
Off his yeah,
I
first
think it's a
quoted saying
completely different
665.
story
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
because he was beloved. Mike loved him.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was top of the world.
Yeah. So, in terms of who I think would win the match, I just don't think Carter is big enough. He would have to bump up tremendously, and I just don't think he's big enough to.
Right.
AJ is so hard to score on. I feel like people forget that. And it'd probably be a
Yeah.
very low scoring match,
I mean, I
but
know Mike 100% would be saying there's no way AJ could win the match. Like he's not capable. Because
he
I mean,
is
he also
stuck
holds
on
it.
that Glazier
I know
match.
that. Yeah, he is so stuck on that match. He
Just
holds
like
so
he's
much weight
stuck on
in.
that Wyatt Hendrickson, Greg Kirkly
Oh yeah, yeah,
All-Star
that
Classic
too. Yeah,
match.
clings
He'll be
to that.
talking
Like,
about that when he's 60 years old.
yeah, clings to it like it's gold. Like, I mean,
Anyway,
it's only one match.
the beef's on. So don't be surprised if you see another
Beef
video about
sandwich.
this coming up as the story unfolds. Drop a comment down below, and as always, thanks for watching Cactus Wrestling.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.